I'm here tonight to give you a review of my Florida Gators football review. And after that, my top 25 review. And then I give you my top 5 picks for this week. So we start off with my Florida Gators. Florida Gators coming into the season 2-0. Playing a 2-0 Kentucky Wildcat team down there in Lexington. So it should be an interesting game. So let's see how I fare it out. Ultimately, the Florida Gators win 14-9. So, they extend their win streak over Kentucky to 29 straight years without a loss. Last time Kentucky beat them was 1986. Now, Florida needs to pick up on lowering the penalties. Still had a lot of costly penalties. 2 interceptions for a team defense. They had 6 sacks. Rick Greer went for 13 for 22 for 125 yards and the interception. Also, they had 12 carries for 61 yards and 1 TD on the run game. The defense allows 126 yards, passing for 115 on the ground, and total of 242 yards allowed for the defense. So defense did pretty well, I got to say. Up next for the Florida Gators, it's a home game against another rivalry team, the Tennessee Volunteers, who look to come to my place, the Swamp, and beat us for the first time since 2003. Looking forward to, should be a pretty interesting game. Tennessee has improved a lot, on the new head coach Butch Jones, who has turned the team around. So, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be an easy fight, easy win for the Gators. I do hope the Gators can pull it off. The Gators, kind of after this week against Kentucky, our schedule is pretty tough for the next couple of weeks. We got Tennessee next week, which is going to be a tough game, regardless of the fact that Tennessee did lose Oklahoma this year. It's still a tough game because it's a rivalry, and Tennessee has been improved a lot over the past couple of years under Butch Jones, like I said, and they're not just gonna lay down. They had us beat last year, so I'm looking forward to it. I hope we can pull off the W at home. But the game is at 3:30 Eastern time. For those of you who are in the Eastern time zone, if you're in the Central time zone, it's at 2:30 on CBS. Can't wait to see it. I've been looking forward to it. After that, we got we going down to the nitty gritty of the hardened schedule of our schedule for this year. After we got them, we got to play Ole Miss, Missouri, LSU, and Georgia. So it's gonna be a pretty rough 5 weeks for the Florida Gators. Hopefully we can pull off a couple of victories. It'll be good if we can pull off all 5 of them. But this is first year in the gym like Wayne. So I'm not looking forward to us being a threat to win the national championship this year. Of course not. I'm looking forward to at least have a pretty decent season, at least get us a bowl game this year. But every win is a plus for the Florida Gators. So let's go Tennessee. Let's go Florida Gators. Let's beat them balls next week. Can't wait to see it. So anyway, now we get down to the nitty gritty, and we're gonna talk about the top 25 matchups last night. Starting off Thursday night, we had a game between Clemson, who struck the number 11 ranked Clemson Tigers, beating LSU 20-17. That was a pretty beating Louisville. That is, 20-17. That was a pretty close game for Clemson. Close call. Louisville almost had a chance to come back and pull it off. Then Friday, we had the number 9 Florida State Seminoles beating Boston College 14-0. That's a close game too. Only get 14 points against Boston College. Then we have the number 22 ranked Missouri Tigers beating UConn 9-6 by the field goals. Not impressed by Missouri at all. That was a poorly played game for Missouri Tigers, a team who many people feel was going to make a run in the SEC East. Then we got the number 17 ranked Texas A&M beating Nevada 44-27. So then we got 16 ranked Oklahoma Sooners beating Tulsa 52-38. Then we got number 4 ranked Michigan State Spartans beating Air Force 35-21. We got Northwestern, number 23 ranked, beating Duke 19-10. Then we got the number 12 team Oregon defeating Georgia State 61-28. Then we got the number 13 ranked LSU defeating number 18th ranked Auburn in a blowout 45-21, which ultimately knocks Auburn out the top 25. Then we got the number 1 Ohio State, who barely survives that game, 20-13 as they take out Cardell Jones and put JT Barrett in because Jones struggled in that game as they barely wins. The number one team barely defeats North Illinois, like I said, 20-13. Then we got 24th ranked Wisconsin Badgers defeating Troy 28-3. Then we got Oklahoma State, number 25, beating UTCSA 69-14. Then we got the number 8 Notre Dame Fighting Irish defeating Georgia Tech 30-22. Then we got number 7 Georgia manhandling South Carolina 52-20. We got TCU over SMU 56 to number 3 ranked TCU, that is 56-37. Then we got USC Trojans ranked number 6 losing to Stanford 41-31. Then in the shocker, we have the number 15th ranked Ole Miss Rebels defeating the number 2 ranked Alabama Crimson Tide 43-37. First time in school history beating Alabama back-to-back years, and this game was at home in Tuscaloosa for the Crimson Tide as they had 5 turnovers. That's what cost them. Quarterback didn't play that well. So a lot of stories on that situation. No identity for the Alabama Crimson Tide. And we got the number 19 BYU taking on number 10 UCLA Bruins. UCLA pulls off by 1, 24-23. Then we got Utah, the number 21 ranked Utah Utes taking on Fresno State, beating them 45-24. We got 20 ranked Arizona, 77-13 over North Arizona. Like I said, the Florida Gators defeat Kentucky 14-9. So, that's a rundown of the top 25 matches, games that was played this past week. Couple upsets, So now I'm gonna give you my top 5 for this week. I put the Michigan State Spartans at number 1. I put Baylor, who had blocked the game because they didn't play this week, moved them to number 2. I moved Ohio State to number 3 because they still won. So they still gonna be my top 5. I think they still until proven otherwise. Then I moved Georgia after this impressive victory over South Carolina, moved them to number 4, and I moved Ole Miss. That's right, the Ole Miss Rebels after their stunning defeat over Alabama Crimson Tide. They are my number 5 team for this week. So the polls might be different for me because as far as the AP poll got, this is how the AP poll ranks them. They got Ohio State still number 1. Then they put they got Ole Miss at number 3 this week. They got Michigan State number 2. They got TCU at number 3. And we got Baylor at number 5. So the matches I'm looking forward to next week, top 25 matches next week. It's going to be the number 18 Utah Utes against number 13 Oregon Ducks. And the number 9 UCLA Bruins against number 16 Arizona Wildcats. And again, my Florida Gators at home, 3:30, taking on Tennessee Volunteers. So like I said, my name is DeBlawine, and that was my review on Florida Gators football and the top 25 review. So, see you again next Sunday night with another review and hopefully with another victory for my Florida Gators. Make it going 4-0, baby. Let's go Gators, beat them balls. But until then, I'd like to say I'm DeBlawine once again, and I'll see you next week with another review. So until then, God bless, good night, peace.